Good morning, Discovery. That song comes to you from your families. It's for the whole crew. They do want you back here in Texas. We're looking forward to seeing you back on planet Earth when your mission is complete. Good morning.
Good morning, Mike, and thanks to our families who have really supported us from the beginning of our being assigned all the way through this mission. We really appreciate them and really look forward to seeing them again.
Yeah, just a note, the OSO has probably know this already, but the fasteners on the 2-inch pin assemblies on the upper plate, there's supposed to be 3 on each of 4. They're pretty scarce. There's 2 of them on the upper 2, the ones facing me, and there's 1 of them on the back 2. So just to let you know. And I think that's probably enough to hold it, but not quite as many as advertised.
Meanwhile, work continues inside the permanent multi-purpose module. The crew has been moving different items across the hatchway out of the PMM into the station, including these what are called ZSRs, zero stowage racks. They are basically collapsible fabric stowage racks that are all folded up nice and neat, and once they come across the hatch, the crew can actually unleash them and let them expand out and stow different things inside of them. There's also quite a bit of big cargo bags, as you can see there, that they're going to be reconfiguring inside there. They have to take a lot of launch straps off of the cargo that's inside there and go ahead and move it across the hatchway.
East of Air got 2 showing that complete. Anything else while I'm on board Discovery? And Houston on 1, the ASU is working now. I don't know if you want to change your WHC plan. Houston on 2 for the OGS. Hey, Hal, I'd prefer to put that right access panel back on when I disconnect all of this stuff, just so I'm not rotating the rack with this connected.
Okay, we're discussing.
I'm going to have to leave this door open anyway. There's no way I can close the front door. And Houston on space to ground 1.
Go ahead,
OGS.
Scott, Big Loop.
Yeah, Hal, I didn't see the part where I actually connect the OGA filter to heat exchanger jumper, that to the 3-micron filter. So I have 2 ends of this connected, and I just need to connect them in the middle, basically. I just didn't see that step, so I'll just connect them up if you concur, and then that'll complete us through step 6.14. Houston on 2, the filter's installed, and I think I got it in good position here. Strain relief wise, so you have a go for OGS activation.
Okay, very good then, Scott, and we'll call you back in a couple hours, I guess.
Hal, got some in the off-going Capcom, and sitting to his left is Stan Love, the oncoming Capcom. That team is working very closely with the Expedition 26 and STS-133 crews on board the station today as work continues in several different places inside the station. The carbon dioxide removal assembly is being worked on today inside the Destiny laboratory. They are taking care of a short that was seen in one of the heating elements as part of that system, but you see Mike Barrett there.
And Paulo, our intention with table...
And the crew is continuing to work inside the permanent multi-purpose module, getting all the cargo unstowed out of that.
Only record those...
As you can see, the PMM is becoming more open as the day goes on, as this cargo gets moved across the hatchway and situated inside the station.
And that's, if you want to look in message 87, that's message 965, I think, for you guys. It's items, looks like, oh, what is it? Hang on. It's got a G in front of it. It's the RFTA consolidation and relocate task.
He put a filter in there that helps keep the water pure. The system uses water because obviously water is made of hydrogen and oxygen. It uses electrolysis, which is passing an electrical current through that water to split the water into its individual hydrogen portion and its oxygen. The hydrogen is dumped overboard. The oxygen is used to pump into the air of the station for the crew members to breathe. But this is a look inside the permanent multi-purpose module. The crew's been very busy getting everything. As you can see, it's sort of in a disarray now with all the different cargo floating around. They've been unstrapping the launch straps from all the big pieces that are in there, moving them across the hatchway. The ground teams here in Houston basically gave the crew members a long list of menu items saying, you know, basically here's everything you can work on today and the amount of time that it would take for them to do those. So the crew is making steady work of each of those scheduled tasks. But everything on track for today. The crew, while enjoying some off-duty time yesterday, they have been busy today, working on all these tasks, getting everything taken care of. Everything's moving fairly swiftly.
Completed step 8, checks on table 5 and 6 all are good.
Copy, good checks in tables 5 and 6, and you are go for step 9.
The crew's been very busy today, taking quite a bit of time to get all the cargo and other items and experiment equipment and other stowage racks outside of this new addition to the International Space Station. There's Katie Coleman floating there. The crew is wrapping up their lunchtime now, and they're going to get back to this work here in just the next few minutes. The crew also has some exercise sessions this afternoon, and then they will wrap up their day. They've got about 8 hours left. This is Mission Control Houston. Parts of South America and Central America coming into view now down below Shuttle Discovery.
I only transferred items 21 through 26 because 19 and 20 have already been used and are in Melfi.
Okay, we copy the item 1.1, and yes, indeed, we still owe you an answer on the hose. Stand by. Let me check and see if that answer's on deck.
Station Houston 2 for Paolo, ATV stowage.
This is the view from 217 miles above the Pacific Ocean. The International Space Station and Shuttle Endeavour just about to cross the coast, Central America. We're going to, course is going to take them across southern Mexico and the Yucatan Peninsula, then out over the Caribbean, the Gulf of Mexico, and another overflight of the Kennedy Space Center launch site. A couple of minutes ago, Shuttle Commander Steve Lindsay provided a status report on their structural work inside the permanent multi-purpose module, where 2 of the resupply stowage racks have been dismantled. They're moving on to number 3, and with number 4 still to come. The operations support officer expressing the belief to flight director that they will get through all 4 of these RSP dismantlings today. That hardware to be stowed inside the Japanese cargo ship Konotori 2 for disposal when it's unberthed from the station near the end of this month.
Go ahead for follow.
Yes, sir. To try to clear up some of the confusion, we're referring to the ports where you removed the tape from yesterday when you were changing out the sample and then replacing it in the sample kit. Those are the ports on the sample slide, and they should be pointed toward the center when you reinstall, and we're hoping that you can get those installed today without having to remove the tape.
I think now I understand. The center of the box of the sample container. Okay. Yeah, I saw. I seem to remember that I saw that was a little bit larger than the one on the left one. When I tried to do it, it was already late because the tape was wrinkled. So I will try today to start from that side and see if it goes inside. If not, it's not a problem. I think I can remove the tape again. No problem.
Okay, the Delta's in step 1.1 of that procedure. It has you check the A31P, VSW2, and VSW3 power. That is all of the powers that we want you to check are off. The SSCR power should stay on, and we need it to stay that way until after undock. How copy?
Roger, copy on step 1.1. SSCI power should stay on, the rest as per procedure.
And that's SSCR as in Romeo, power should stay on.
Copy, SSCR.
In the last few minutes, we've heard from mission specialist Mike Barrett that the CEDRA ops have been concluded. That's a go for the ground to try to get that powered up. Scott Kelly has been given a go to proceed with installing the remediation adapter in the oxygen generation system. And this camera view showing us Station Commander Scott Kelly at the oxygen generation system rack. Just heard Station Capcom Stan Love explain to the commander that teams are pleased with the work up to this point, and although we did get behind because of some unexpected restarts early in the day, but the system is in a good configuration right now so that the ground can continue its work verifying the operations of the system. view is of southern Baja California, and now the mainland Pacific coast of Mexico. Discovery and the International Space Station are now over the Pacific Northwest, across the coast, roughly the Washington-Oregon border, currently over roughly the Idaho-Montana border, and heading to the northeast and soon be overflying Canada.